another guard, 5'10 senior from Middleville, Michigan. And Mackenzie Bisbal is back. She returned to the lineup a few weeks ago. Her older sister, Riley, is a two-time GLIAC Player of the Year. She's a 6'1 sophomore from Lake City, Michigan. I don't think I'm out of line in saying Mackenzie might end up being better than her older sister by the time she graduates from Grand Valley. The Metro Detroit Chevy Dealer starting lineup for Wayne State. They will start J.C. Tubergen, a 5'11 senior from Hudsonville, Michigan. Also Carrington Gordon, a 5'11 graduate student from Lincoln Park. Gabby Lechko, forward for Wayne State, a 5'11 senior from Grass Lake. McKenna Ferguson leads the team in scoring about 16 points a game. She's another guard for Wayne State, a 5'7 junior from Granville. And the double-double machine, Taylor Thompson, the other forward for Wayne State, a 6-foot senior from Grand Blanc, and that is your Metro Detroit Chevy Dealer starting lineups.
And, of course, as I mentioned, Coach Lore in her 15th season. Brackett, it goes to show you, I've been here for a long time. I remember when she was hired. I remember when she was hired. There's the tail of the tape. Breck, no other way to say it. Two very evenly matched teams, and of course, you saw that up close and personal in Allendale as we are underway. Tip controlled by the Lakers. Molly Anderson, the senior from Cadillac. They try to work it inside. That's tipped away. There's your turnover. Warrior basketball. Quick hands there. Foul right in front of that Grand Valley bench. You take that all day, huh?
I'll tell you what, that's totally different than what we saw the first time around, too. Good defensive possession to start, though, for Wayne State. They did turn over Grand Valley quite a bit back on January 8th. So defense could be a key today for the Warriors.
And, of course, Ferguson got her to leave her feet. Inbound pass, kick it outside. Gabby with it. Moves from the left to the right. Nice spin in the paint. Gets it to fall. Let's go.
Wayne State, Sean, was able to really neutralize Grand Valley on the interior. Now, Bisbal again didn't play the first time, but that's a nice strong move by Gabby to start the game.
Nice strong move there, but an air ball, that's out of bounds. That is Grand Valley ball.
Coach Laura, I don't think I agree with that call. I don't know if that was hit or not, but either way, it will be Grand Valley basketball.
Yeah, I think Coach Laura still pleading her case. I'm not sure she's going to win that one. I got to be honest. And she does not win that one, but again, it's Vansty. She kicks it over to Anderson. Anderson on the left-hand dribble, drive, can't get it to fall. Rebound controlled by Lakers, put back up. That one rolls off, out of bounds. Warrior ball.
A little sloppy early from Grand Valley. A couple good looks on the interior. They've had both possessions, weren't able to cash it in so far. And Wayne State, I think, it's only been a minute, Sean, but their nerves so far seem to be under control.
Gordon hands it off. Over to J.C. Tubergen. Tubergen starts right, heads left, kicks it outside. Ferguson. Ferguson to Gordon. Gordon with a strong drive. The layup too hard off the glass. Rebound controlled by the Warriors. Back outside, fakes the three-pointer, drive, draws a foul.
That's one of those situations, Sean, you wish the foul wasn't called because McKenna had an easy layup going down if this foul's not called. But again, we're seeing things kind of reverse from the first time these two teams played. A lot of touch fouls called on Wayne State over in Allendale. So far today, a couple touch fouls called against Grand Valley.
Another inbound attempt here, Tubergen. She gets it in, no problem there. McKenna, far side back to Tubergen. To the wing. Trying to go along the baseline, kicked outside. 10 on the shot clock, no worry. Lefty up and in. Nice drive by Ferguson, and the Warriors are up 4-0.
Yeah, that's what she does nicely, going to the basket. She's developed that into her game this year.
Speaking of going to the basket, from the right to the left, nice deuce there by Cherney. 4-2. Turnover there, and Grand Valley with an opportunity to tie or take the lead with 8 minutes to go here in this first quarter. 4-2 Wayne State. Kicking it outside to Anderson. Anderson, double team there, has to give it up. Lefty drive. Working amongst the trees, the heave, nice bucket there.
Yeah, she's so tough, Sean. Again, hit 6 threes against Wayne State the first time, but she can also score on the interior. She's one of the maybe forgotten stars on this Grand Valley team.
Plitzu White with the deuce. Warriors try to answer, and they can't. So here comes Plitzu White again the other way and up and in.
And that's what you don't want Grand Valley to get into their transition game. They can just score 8-10 points in about a matter of 30 seconds when they turn you over and get out in transition.
A quick score there, to your point, Breck, has given them a 6-4 lead. Trying to work it inside. Nice pass. Nice finish there. Gabby with the finish. She's got 4.
Yeah, she looks like she's on a mission today. She's one of the 3 Warriors that was in foul trouble the entire game earlier this year.
Tempo again. Drive. Nice drive by Nicole Kamen, the young lady from Escanaba. And Grand Valley back on top.
Your favorite part of the country, Sean, up there in Escanaba.
I do. Nice there.
Let's go.
Smooth there from Grass Lake, of course, Gabby Lutchka. Tied at 8. Don't get me started on the UP, because now I'm thinking about it. Trying to work it inside. Power move, double team, draws the foul.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not sure if you're aware of this, I'm sure you are. Escanaba has a mascot, the Eskimo. But it's not spelled the way you think Eskimo is spelled. It's with a Y. Not E-S-K-I, it's E-S-K-Y.
I like that.
The Eskimo. Yes.
And that's a very appropriate nickname for up there in the UP with how cold it is. You need an igloo sometimes to get out of the cold.
No doubt about that. Scanlon at the line. Benz fires, hits the first. Grand Valley up now 9-8. Boy, it was exactly what you said. They can score their points in bunches. It seems like they add 9 pretty quick. Second shot, gets it to fall. So give the young lady from Grand Ledge some credit. She hits 2.
I say this is 73% is still good, but the one thing Grand Valley maybe can improve on as the season has gone on here is their free throw shooting. They're only 73%. They're right in the middle of the pack in the GLIAC in free throw shooting. Wayne State, not a good foul shooting team either.
That comes to the wing, drive along the baseline. Great finish there by Carrington Gordon. Young lady from Lincoln Park, and we're tied at 10 again. A little touchy there, huh?
Yeah, a little touchy, but we've seen that on both ends so far. I don't think either coach can complain too much. Yeah, you see Carrington, she got her hand in there a little bit, hand caught in the cookie jar, and got called for the foul. But again, I like the way this game's being officiated so far.
They inbound it. Spin move, off the glass, won't fall. Rebound controlled by Warriors.
Got to keep Bisbal off that offensive glass. You can't keep turning the ball over for Wayne State in transition. That's the second time JC's kind of made a bad pass up the court to give Grand Valley the ball going back the other way.
Yeah. Wanted to get going in transition, but get things under control, no doubt about it. 5:51 to go here. First quarter, 10-10. Your score, your Warriors taking on Grand Valley. So glad you could join us. Warrior Sports Network. He is Kevin Breckmacher, Tony Ortiz down. Speaking to down, they pump it up and in.
Her position, sorry, Sean, her positioning is just so good down there. And again, learn from her older sister, again, 2-time GLIAC Player of the Year back in her day, which was just last year, by the way. They played together last year. And you can tell Mackenzie had a little bit more potential than Riley, even though Riley was a great player.
Working it, near side, Thompson, trying to drive.
No, I don't like that call at all.
I'm with you there, partner. They're going to call that on Thompson, the senior from Grand Blanc.
I think they actually called it on Gabby for the moving screen.
Oh, did they? My apologies.
She's moving a little bit, but that's, to me, you have 2 top 20 teams in the country right now, power rankings-wise. Just play on. And Wayne State's not ranked, but you look at the power rankings for D2. Wayne State came into today 18th in the country. Grand Valley, obviously, number 1. The best ranked matchup of the day throughout the entire country is right here inside the Wayne State Fieldhouse.
Well, we told you we had a special one for you. No doubt about that. Checking in, Davis, the freshman from Sterling Heights. She gives it up. Grand Valley with a 12-10 lead. About 5 to go here in this first quarter. Nearly a steal. Indeed it is. How about Gabby, not only with the quick hands, but playing the role of the official, saying, she touch it, and she was right.
Yeah, she was right. One right off the fingertips of Van Stee out of bounds. Wayne State ball. And that's now 3 turnovers for Grand Valley to match Wayne State at 3. So again, if you can keep that number kind of even, if you're Wayne State, you're going to be in good shape.
Sylvester kicks it back up top. Back out to Thompson. Up top, Ferguson. Ferguson's going to step back, fire. She got it.
I didn't know if she got her entire foot back behind the line, but I'm not going to say that too loud up here, Sean. There's a turnover again, going the other way.
Timeout on the court. We will take one as well. Warriors up 13-12 here on the Warriors Sports Network.
Welcome to our totally real football game. Yes, this is AI. Yes, it looks weird, but hey, we save money. Every dollar we don't spend on fancy ads goes back to you, our members. Sorry about the hot dog. AI gets confused. Touchdown. That means lower loan rates, higher savings, and fewer fees. Also, whatever that dance was. We're a not-for-profit credit union, so instead of paying an ad agency, we paid, well, a robot. Public Service Credit Union. All the money goes back to you. None of it went into making this commercial look normal.
Welcome back, Warrior fans. Warriors on top, 13-12 with 4:33 to go. Don't forget, at the end of the quarter, we will throw it down to the third member of our crew, Tony Ortiz. Nice to see the Director of Athletics out there, Erica Wallace, as we honor some women who move the game. Pretty cool when we have events like that. There's always something cool going on around the campus of Wayne State University. What's cool right now is the Warriors have a 13-12 lead and the ball. Trying to give Grand Valley their first blemish of the year. And as Breck pointed out, folks, there isn't a bigger game on the ladies' side than this one. There's a steal. Should be an easy two. Lays it up and in. And that's exactly what happens for Van Steen.
Another telegraph pass right there by Wayne State. Coco just kind of threw that right to Van Steen. Easy pickoff. And again, you can't, if you're going to turn the ball over, you can't let Grand Valley run out in transition. You got to either throw it out of bounds or make them inbound the ball and not let them get out and run.
Coco trying to make amends, stops, pops, can't get it to fall. Rebound controlled by the Lakers. They're up by one. Well, you had a feeling that this game was going to be tight, and it's lived up to it so far. Kick it outside. It's a little out of the territory, but good drive there. Scoop and in. Give credit to that young lady, Avery Zeenstra. Grand Valley has, correct me if I'm wrong, correct, their biggest lead of the game at 3.
It is their biggest lead, and then Zeenstra, she's quick off the dribble, beat everybody to the basket. Nobody helped for Wayne State. Easy too.
Trying to do it here, high off the glass, and in. How about McKenna? She said to Zeenstra, okay, I see ya, and did it herself. 16-15, they try to pump it back inside. Double down low and a walk.
Yeah, I think that was the correct call. I'm surprised they called it though and not the foul. But back to the previous possession, I hate to keep bringing it up, but Ferguson was able to get the ball to the basket like that against Grand Valley the first time they played. The problem was she wasn't on the court much late because of foul trouble. I keep bringing that up because it was such a big factor in that game, and the Warriors losing by 1. If those young ladies were on the court, you probably expect them to win that game. And again, with Bisbal back today in the 3, hopefully staying out of foul trouble, should be pretty even.
Holman trying to work it inside. That's a giveaway. Grand Valley trying to go with tempo. Instead, slow it down, kick it back outside in front of that Wayne State bench. Now inside, can't get it to fall. Rebound laid there for a second.
Jeez.
3 seconds. No,
there we go. Yep,
there it is. Yep.
I called it. Yeah, outside official called it. She was down there in the paint for a long time. That's the 5th Grand Valley turnover as well now. Good defense to force the miss on Bisbal. Aralt and Holman out there for Wayne State. Now, Emily Holman had 15 points in the game in Allendale back on January 8th. Was so key off the bench with the starters in foul trouble. Played a lot of minutes, was on the court at the end of the game. And see if she can use that experience from that tight loss to kind of propel her today.
Back up top to Ferguson. Trying to kick it outside. Aralt drives. Good decision to kick it back up top. Lefty runner, high off the glass and in. Taylor Thompson. Warriors back up by 1.
Nice strong move by Taylor again. I don't think with Bisbal out of the game right now, anybody can guard her in the post.
Moving to that left hand, now switching back to the right hand. is Nicole Kamen. Trying to work it inside. Giveaway there. Pass too long. Warriors in transition quickly. Just too hard off the glass for McKenna.
Yeah, you got to finish that, Sean. That would give them a 3-point lead and some momentum. Those are the opportunities you can't waste against the #1 team in the country, a team that's won 34 straight games in Grand Valley.
Can't stress that enough. And certainly you want to put that first mark on there. Good drive there, a little out of control. Rebound, up and in. Even with that brace, Ava Scanlon able to pick up that garbage and go straight back up. Grand Valley back up by 1. You had a feeling it was going to be this way. Folks, buckle in. Kick it outside. Thompson with the fake, great fake, up and in.
Thompson.
Taylor can make the 3, Sean, but she's only shooting around 20% from downtown, and Grand Valley was acting like she was a 50% three-point shooter on that shot face.
Work it inside. That one won't go. Thompson showing some muscle to get that in. Ahead to Ferguson. Nice pass. Finish. Warriors with a 3-point lead.
Now that's Wayne State women's basketball right there. When they're playing well, that's exactly how they click. Good stop in the defensive end. Good tough rebound by Taylor out in transition. Easy basket. Great pass as well.
About a 9-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Up. Rebound controlled by Warriors.
Got to take one shot here, Sean.
Absolutely. They have that at their disposal right now, Breck. 13 on the game clock. Same number on the shot clock. Warriors can play for the last bucket. And they'd love to get one more. Make no mistake about that.
Oh, they give her 3.
Get on the 3. You take that with 0.007 seconds left. Somewhere Vinnie Johnson smiles.
Yeah, it's good. 90 NBA Finals, right? Yeah.
Got it.
Gaby Lechka, again, good step-back shot right there. And there was a little contact. Again, a lot of times you might not call that if you're the referee that late with the clock with 0.7 seconds to go. But we'll see if Gabby can knock in all 3 here to give Wayne State a decent-sized lead going to the second quarter. Plus, they have the arrow in their favor to start the second.
Gabby bends, fires, hits the first. She's got, for the Warriors, 7. Tied for game high, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, with
correct?
McKenna, yeah, 7 points apiece.
Second shot. In.
Sean, Wayne State is shooting 71.4%. That's much better than most of my test scores back in the day, so that's a great start for Wayne State here in the first quarter.
Last one here. Shrug, bend, fire. Oh, in and out, controlled by Grand Valley, but that's going to do it. A heck of a first quarter for the Warriors. See them on top, 23-18 over the unbeaten Lakers from Grand Valley State. Before we go to break, why don't we throw to the third member of our broadcast crew, the one, the only, Tony Ortiz. Tony?
What's up, Sean and Kevin? Hey, by the way, Kevin, those 71.4, that was the total of my test scores through college, so you were a little bit better than I was. Hey, a couple of notes from the coaches. They want them to stay active on offense. That's Wayne State. Obviously, we saw that with Gaby Lechka right there. Too many dribble drives, though, on defense. That was something that Carrie Lohr pointed out during the last timeout that she wants the team to correct. Guys, I'm going to go old school here. This has the feeling of the 91 Bulls Pistons, and I'll explain this way. The Bulls needed to get over the hump. The Pistons kept beating them, they kept beating them, they kept beating them. They needed to have success one time during that playoff series in '91. They were able to do it, advanced to the finals, ended up winning a bunch of championships. This kind of has that feeling. Wayne State needs to get over the hump. They need to beat this Grand Valley State team one time. They almost did it back on January 8th, losing by 1. I think if they can do it here at home, that might get them over the hump. And keep this in mind too, guys. We could get a third meeting between these two teams because there's a pretty good shot that they will meet each other in the GLIAC tournament. And the way the standings are right now, that meeting could come as early as the second round of the tournament. So just something to keep an eye on as we go through the second quarter and the rest of this game.
Great stuff, T.O. Yeah, we could see them a couple times.
We could see them 4 times. Like last year, they played 4 times because they played in the GLIAC tournament, plus they played in the NCAA tournament as well.
Fun?
Great analogy, though, Sean. He was telling me about that before the game today. That's a great analogy with the Pistons and Bulls in that '91 season.
Who can forget that series, unfortunately? Aralt going to kick it up top. Back far side. Ferguson.
McKenna Ferguson for 3.
Well, Wayne State 3 of 3, Sean, from downtown. They lead by 8. What a start.
Grand Valley tries to pump it inside, double team, triple team, jump ball, possession arrow in favor of Grand Valley, but you applaud that defense all day, Brett.
Oh, that's great defense. And I'll tell you what, Annabelle Arrow finished at the end of the quarter on that great pass at the other end, and good defense here to tie up. Grand Valley inside and Bisbal, just tough to do.
Kick it back outside. What a steal, and unfortunately out of bounds, though. Boy, that burst of energy from Ferguson nearly.
And I have no idea how this game's going to end, Sean, but can't you tell that Wayne State has a little chip on their shoulder from what happened the first time between these two teams? They've come out
a little bit
like a firecracker out there.
8-point lead right now. A ton of time left. Make no mistake about that. Try to work the ball in. Those unforced turnovers, you take them all day.
And that's number 7, and that's just un-Grand Valley-like. Great defensive start for Wayne State. They've held Grand Valley under 50% shooting, which is tough to do. Grand Valley hasn't attempted a 3 yet, which is very surprising. But Wayne State, 73.3% from the field so far.
Thompson starts one way, stops the other. Big elbow to the face. Boy, she took the elbow to the face, and she gets the foul.
Yeah, you just can't go straight up like that against Bisbal. She's going to block the shot every time, and then maybe a little too close aggressiveness on that rebound from Thompson. That's going to be her first. She's got to be careful now. Taylor, unfortunately, tends to pick up fouls in bunches, so she's got to be careful now. She needs to stay on the court if the Warriors are going to keep this lead.
Nice high off the glass and in from Kamen. For Kamen, the young lady from Escanaba, that's her second deuce, and you don't want to see that. You're just up by 8 and a couple of turnovers, and Grand Valley now can make this a one-possession game on this trip.
Yeah, just even though Wayne State is playing excellent so far in this game, the one thing they got to clean up are these turnover 6 now, and a lot of them have been unforced, and that was an unforced error right there by Holman. Yeah, going back to Kameen, she is just so tough. She was really a steady presence for Grand Valley the first time these two teams played.
Kameen tries to force that one in. There's a turnover. Aralt comes the other way. Oh, had to be very careful there. Slow things down a little bit. Tubergen back out to Aralt. Aralt's gonna drive high off the glass, can't get it. Thompson, big board, puts it up strong, can't get that to fall. Out of bounds.
Out of bounds.
Warriors.
Good effort by Mackenzie Miller, who's out there for the first time for Wayne State as well, fighting for that rebound, keeping that ball alive and letting the Warriors keep possession. See right there, Zeenstra was just on that baseline.
Tubergen looking to inbounds this. Shot clock at 15, gets it to Thompson. Thompson starts one way, spins, gets it back outside to Aralt. Shot clock at 6, at 5. Aralt kicks it outside. 2 on the shot clock.
Oh.
Lefty leader goes. What a shot by JC.
Well, sometimes when it's your day, and J.C. Tubergen's become a much better scorer this season. That's one of the reasons the Warriors are having such a good year, but that was quite a shot right there.
Her first bucket of the game. Warriors game high, 8-point lead. It's been 8 a couple different times. Lakers trying to cut into that and draw on the foul. That's exactly what you talked about. That's 2 quick ones on Thompson.
Yeah, and see if that changes the game at all. We'll see if Carrie Laura wants to roll the dice here with this 8-point lead and leave her out there. That's what she's discussing right now with Andy Aralt, her assistant coach. It's a tough call. That's why the coaches get paid the big bucks, Sean, to make calls like that. If I were Wayne State, I would keep her out there. Trust your senior for now. If she picks up a third, obviously you take her out. But the Warriors playing so well right now, I don't want to take her off the court.
Vanstey misses the first. 7:44 to go here, second quarter. Warriors on top 28-20. Paige Vanstey with the second of 2 free throws hits it. Thompson is going to stay in for the time being. Gives it up to JC. JC directing the offense. Throws it to Thompson. Thompson's going to hand it off there to Ferguson, back to Thompson. Thompson along that baseline. You've seen her do work there. Stops. Nice bucket there.
And that's why I think you keep her out there, because she's just so tough on the interior. Even with Bisbal on the court today, she's been able to operate down there.
Quickly the other way. The Lakers trying to work inside, and the foul. I'm not sure about that, and I don't think McKenna Ferguson's sure about that either.
No, because if she gets that steal, she's going the other way probably to give Wayne State a double-digit lead. They had an 11-point lead in the third quarter over at Grand Valley. That was the biggest lead they've had on the Lakers, at least since I've been around the last 7-8 years, Sean. So they're close to that right now, and Bisbal to the free throw line here. Takes a lot of free throws, as you would expect.
Hits the first. Back to an 8-point lead at 30-22. Bisbal, second one goes. The young lady from Lake City hits 2, and the Warrior lead is 30-23. Some substitutions as well.
I think that makes this Grand Valley program so strong and why they are the defending national champs, have been so good for the last 8 or 9 years when Coach Williams has been in charge, is they're so deep. I mean, you lose Bisbal for a couple weeks as Grand Valley did, really didn't lose a step. And even now, Bisbal's not playing 35 minutes a game. She's only averaging in the mid-20s, so they can take her out, give her some time to catch her breath and keep her ready to go if the game's close down the stretch.
Gabby kicks it back outside. Ferguson with the drive. She gets that swatted away. And Grand Valley controls, coming the other way, down by 7. Handoff in the paint, high off the glass and in for Scanlon. The lead back down to 5 with approaching 6.5 to go here in the second quarter.
Yeah, danger time here for Wayne State. Got to keep the foot on the accelerator here. Nice take by Thompson.
Thompson and in.
Thompson.
Taylor Thompson.
Lakers fall on
Well, called for it. She took matters in her own hands right there, just took it down. She looks like she's playing possessed out there today as well. These seniors for Wayne State want to knock off the Lakers before they're done here at Wayne State. Off to a good start here today.
Taylor Thompson, the senior from Grand Blanc, looking to finish off the three-point play. Benz fires, yeah. It's a little home bounce there. I'll take that all day.
Call that the members bounce.
Back the other way. Yeah.
Members bounce.
You can do that. Driving, scooping, can't get it to go. Rebound controlled by Thompson. Quick outlet to Gabby. Inside to A-Roll. Back up top. Thompson drives again. Spins outside. Good ball movement here. Long one won't go. Rebound controlled by the Warriors. Nice floater and in.
Well, Warriors are still in the mid-60s shooting-wise here in this game. Can they continue the entire 40 minutes? Probably not, but we're nicely into the second quarter here. We played almost 15 minutes of this game, and they've been on fire all night.
Jump ball, this time possession arrow Warriors. And they've got a 10-point lead.
Well, this is a chance here. If they score, take their biggest lead over Grand Valley in a number of years here, if they can do it.
Thompson's going to inbound that. No pressure this time. Emily looking over that defense. Starts one way, kicks it outside. Ferguson looking now. Ferguson, she's had some success along the baseline. Kicks that one out. Nice little bunny there by Holman. Guess what? 12-point lead for the Warriors.
I'm speechless at the moment. Sean, it doesn't happen very often, but the way they're playing, that's a big response right there.
No doubt. Gaitan, young lady from Williamson, that's a big bucket and the foul.
Yeah, that's just a nice play by Gaitan after Holman hit that floater in the paint to give Wayne State that 12-point lead. But again, you can't let up. When you're playing a team as good as Grand Valley, you can't let up. You have to keep the foot on the accelerator. Little missed free throw, though.
Yeah, you'll take that. The Warriors still in the lead by double digits. Let's see how they can answer. The foul before the shot. But I love how McKenna continuously is taking advantage of that lane that they're giving her down the baseline.
Yeah, and it's surprisingly Grand Valley is biting on these shot fakes the entire time from all the Wayne State players, not just Ferguson, but we've seen it from Thompson. A-Roll got into the paint doing that one time as well. Usually you see Grand Valley be a little more disciplined defensively.
Gonna kick it outside. Thompson, you've seen her have some success down there. That one's blocked. Grand Valley with a chance to get it back into the single digits on this possession. High off the glass and in. Nice drive there by Kameen. Lead is 8. See if the Warriors can get this offense going again, Kevin.
Yeah, big possession here again. You don't want to let Grand Valley get any closer.
McKenna with another drive, that time just short. Nice behind the back dribble there, and here come the Lakers in transition. Outside, long 3, off the mark. Rebound controlled by the Lakers. Kick back up top. Kameen with it now. Shot clock at 15. Kameen trying to work it inside. Instead, dribble handoff, and the foul.
They call it a jump ball
Jump ball,
there.
my apologies. Timeout on the court. We'll take a timeout as well. 4:15 to go. Wayne State on top by a score of 37-29 here on the Warriors Sports Network.
For every buzzer beater and slam dunk, for every crossover and no-look pass, Henry Ford Health makes sure the home team has the best sports medicine care when they need it. Our doctors, nurses, and athletic trainers treat every athlete with exceptional medicine designed to quickly get you back on your feet and into the game. Henry Ford Health. Go where the pros go. The official healthcare provider of the Detroit Lions, Red Wings, Pistons, and the Wayne State Warriors. Learn more at henryford.com/athletes.
Welcome back in, Warrior fans. So glad you could join us. You know, the weather here, this has been a rough winter, Kev. I think that's a fair statement, isn't it?
That's a very fair statement, yes.
Yesterday, it kind of teased us, and hey, look, do you remember what the mid-30s felt like? And then it's right back to minus 300 today.
Hit you right in the face. Now, again, I get made fun of by my wife, who's sitting right below me right now all the time, about being a pseudo weatherman, but it is supposed to get a little bit warmer next week, mid-30s, a little thaw, hopefully. So
see what happens our age? I say that to Brady all the time, and he doesn't believe me. At some point in time, I don't know when it happens, we become junior meteorologists.
Yeah, oh yeah.
We do.
Yeah.
We know way too much about the weather.
We do, yeah. Not much about anything else, but the weather,
Isn't that the truth? It's at 37-29 here. Wayne State on top. Nice feed and up and in by Kameen, and guess what? It's back to 6. This is what you talked about, Kevin. This is a Grand Valley team that can score in bunches if given the chance.
Yeah, they're just so good out of bounds plays as well, especially off a timeout.
Warriors need to respond offensively. Long 3, buried by Aro. Oh, that was needed. The lead's back up to 9. Kick it outside, Kameen at the top. Good defense by Warriors here. Gordon in her grill. Lefty leaner won't go. Slapped outside, controlled by Lakers again. The lefty, that won't fall. Another big rebound by Lakers. Gonna step back and fire from 3. That's off the mark. This time, the Warriors with a rebound. Thompson coming the other way. 2-on-2. She's gonna stop. She's gonna lay it up and in. Big bucket, and just like that, the lead's back to 11.
Sean, if I'm Carrie Lohr right now, I get Thompson out of the game on the next dead ball to save her from picking up her 3rd foul with this 11-point lead. You have a nice little cushion here with 3 minutes to go. Nice defense.
Good defense there. Well, I tell you what, this Gaitan has come in and made some plays and been a little bit of a difference maker for Grand Valley. She's only got 2, but sometimes that doesn't tell the whole story.
No, and you look at their box scores every time they play, and it's usually somebody different every game that steps up, somebody you weren't expecting.
Kameen kicks that outside. Zeenstra starts one way, lefty won't go. Rebound controlled by Warriors. Emily kicks that up to Aralt. Into the corner to Gordon. Aralt back up top to Thompson. Near side now to Holman. Back to Thompson. Thompson, you know she wants to drive. Instead kicks it back outside to Gabby. Shot clock at 6. Inside to Gordon. Back out to Thompson. Thompson's going to drive. No kick out. Aralt got to put it up. Shot clock violation. Good defense there by Lakers.
Wayne State passed up a couple maybe open shots during that sequence, and I hate to say this because we still have 22-plus minutes left total in the game, but Wayne State did take 30 seconds off the clock with this 11-point lead, and they didn't turn it over to let Grand Valley get out in transition. So you know, all in all, not a terrible possession.
I like the glass half full approach there.
I try.
Attaboy, Breck. Nice drive here. Won't fall. Rebound follow. That does. Scanlon with a bucket there. The lead back to single digits.
So that's one of those careless turnovers. Second time Holman's done that today. Just trying to go process things a little too quickly. Asbury going to come off the bench here for Wayne State, but Warriors have got to clean up the defensive glass. That's 9 offensive rebounds now for Grand Valley. Lakers +5 rebounding total so far. That's got to switch in the second half if they're going to hold on and win this game.
Backcourt unforced turnover. Lakers possession, just under 2 to go here. 42-33, Warriors on top. Trying to work it inside, quick hands there. A turnover forced by Warriors. Here comes Thompson the other way. She's looking to take it herself. High off the glass, won't fall. Rebound controlled by Zeenstra.
Most important thing these last 100 seconds, Sean, is to get Thompson out of here with not picking up her third foul.
Front rims it. Thompson going to slow things down now for the Warriors with $1:30 to go here in this second quarter. Warriors would love a double-digit lead at the half.
Yeah. And I think Boyke's over on the scores table right now, ready to check in for Taylor on the next dead ball to get her out of there.
Shot clock under 10. Thompson, she wants to take it herself. Puts it up hard, gets it to fall. Oh, you gotta love the game from Taylor Thompson today. Playing like you would expect your senior to do.
13 points for Taylor. Short.
Zeenstra got away, I think, with one extra step. Rebound out of bounds, still Laker ball. I don't know, I'm so used to watching the NBA, I am used to 4 steps now, you know?
Or 5 or 6 maybe.
Yeah, I really am.
A Euro step, yeah.
44-33, 53 seconds to go. Don't forget at halftime, we'll check back in with Tony Ortiz. Breck will have a look at the numbers. Spin move there, won't go. Rebound controlled by Warriors. Up to Gordon. Gordon wanted some one-on-one. Instead, pass inside just off the intended hands of Lexi Boyke, the young lady from Frankenmuth.
Yeah, Lexi I don't think was perfectly ready for that pass right there. But a good look from Asbury to try to find Boyke. If she catches it, probably an easy layup, and Wayne State has their biggest lead of the game at 13.
Well, let's see what Grand Valley decides to do here in the waning moments. Nice quick hands there. Oh. You've got somebody ahead. There it is, up and in. McKenna Ferguson started it and finished it.
What do I know, Sean? No one shot there. Let's get that easy deuce.
Grand Valley can play for the last shot. That one. Underneath. I'll let that speak for itself, Kev.
Gabby's dead. McKenna's dead. And who's the other dad down there? That looks like that's J.C. Tubergen's dad. All stood up at the same time and just expressed their displeasure at the official. But probably a good call, though. If I'm taking my green and gold glasses off, Sean, it was probably a good call.
That one falls. Well, you know what they say. I give Rasheed Wallace for this. Ball don't lie.
That's right.
If she misses one of these, that means the ball's going to tell you the truth. If she hits both, then we'll see.
Well, there you go.
Well, I think you got your answer. Warriors with one last shot. Let's see what they do. Gordon with the leader. And the foul.
Well, it all turned out okay, Sean, because we're going to get probably +2 or 3 out of that whole sequence if Gordon can make this free throw. I don't know if Wayne State can play any better than they played, Sean. So hopefully they can keep this up here in the second half. But what a half. This is the best half they played all year.
If she hits this is a game-high 15-point lead. Yep. 49-34. Wow. Hey, that's a big statement. You've seen every game this year, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's
best half of the year?
Absolutely. Not even close. And you're going to get another chance.
Out of bounds.
Yeah, Wayne State ball, 0.8 seconds.
0.8 seconds. They have to inbound it right in front of the scorer's table. Nice to see Grandpa Weiss down there. Congratulations to the Weiss family. Every chance I get to call him Grandpa, I'm going to, Kev. I hope you know that. Let's see what the Warriors do here.
Oh. That's a weak call. Now Grand Valley's a moving screen on Mackenzie Miller. You never see that called ever this late in the quarter or a half.
Coach Lohr kind of gave a look like, seriously? Yeah, no, unfortunately, yeah. They're going to make a quick change here.
Yeah, good job getting Taylor out so she doesn't pick up a cheapo foul here.
The guess is Grand Valley's just going to try to pump it inside. Let's see. Indeed, that's
nice.
what it is. Nicely defended, and that is going to be it for the first half. Your score at halftime, your Warriors on top by a score of 49-34 here on the campus of Wayne State University in this beautiful facility. Don't go anywhere, because we're not going anywhere yet. We're going to throw it down to Tony Ortiz in just a second with a conversation down on the floor with the coach. I see Tony and Coach Lohr setting up, so why don't we throw it down to Tio. Tony?
Down here with head coach Kerry Lohr. I don't know if you're a boxing fan, but this has felt like a heavyweight fight. Both teams throwing their best punches, and it's gotten really physical out there, but you have to like what you saw early.
I really like what I saw early. I really like the way that we're playing. I think, the mistakes that we're making are really on us, I mean, how many times have we just kind of picked it up over half court, and we practiced multiple times and we're not picking it up there trying to start our offense from half court. So, that happened 3 times. So it's 3 more possessions, that we're giving them, and they're too good. They're gonna come back. They're gonna make a run, and we've got to clean up our mistakes.
Is it fair to say that this is the best half of basketball that this team has played so far this year?
It's probably one of the best in terms of playing together. I think we're doing a good job of playing together and trying to share the ball, but I think we're also playing with some confidence. So it's probably the most confident I've seen us play in a little while.
Good luck in the second half, and we'll talk after the game.
Thank you.
Head coach Kerry Lohr joining us down here on the sidelines. Kevin and Sean, let's send it back up there to you.
What an outstanding first half it was, Kevin Breckmacher. I'm going to defer to you.
Okay, well.
No, I'm going to defer to you. I am. Coach Lohr is a very respectful person, but if Kevin Breckmacher tells me this is the best half of basketball, I'm not going to argue with him.
I just think I agree with what she said. The way they played together, the cohesiveness in that first half was outstanding, and to have a 15-point lead on the number 1 team in the country at halftime, a team that's won 34 straight games, I don't know how you can argue being the best half. And shooting-wise, this is the stat that jumps out at me right now. Wayne State 21 of 33 from the field against Grand Valley, who traditionally is the best defensive team in the country. They're only giving up 51.9 points a game. Wayne State is 2 away from that right now at 49. What a hat. 3 of 4 from downtown. Turnovers would be the one thing to pick on. Although Wayne State's turned Grand Valley over 12 times, they've only turned it over 10 times themselves. So Wayne State's +2 in the turnovers right now. They're getting beat on the boards, -4, but that's not terrible against Grand Valley either.
It's like Coach Lohr said, though, how many of those unforced turnovers did we see? You cut that even in half, correct?
Yeah.
Who knows what the score's looking like right now?
Yeah, 20-plus points
Isn't
at
that
this point.
amazing?
But
wow.
you got to keep it going, though, Sean, and I can't wait to watch the second half.
No doubt about that. Don't you go anywhere. Our halftime extravaganza and a conversation with Breck coming up here on the Warrior Sports Network.
Is it possible for 80 years of knowledge and experience to inspire confidence? Count on it. Count on Blue Cross Blue Shield of Michigan as the company that's helped generations of Michigan families move through life with confidence. One that continues to empower you by providing 80 years of experience, choices in your coverage, and access to the highest quality care that gives you peace of mind. Today and always. Blue Cross Blue Shield of Michigan. Confidence comes with every card.
The Equinox EV has one pedal drive mode. What that does is it takes the accelerator, makes it the accelerator and the brake. You take your foot off the accelerator and your car will actually start braking. It will come to a complete stop too. It uses what's called regen on demand to use that kinetic energy and put it right back into your range.
Take advantage of this special offer and lease a 2026 Equinox EV1LT for $149 a month. Chevy Detroit. Together, let's drive.
And we welcome back. We're at halftime of Wayne State basketball. We are pleased to be joined by Dr. Kuyum Jian from the School of Medicine here at Wayne State University. Dr. K, we're going to call you today. How you doing today? Thanks for joining us, and how's the semester been going so far?
Yeah, thanks for having me. We're having a really good semester. It's a really busy time of the year right now at the School of Medicine, so but I'm glad to be here.
Yeah, absolutely. Glad to have you. Leading up to match day in March coming up in a little over a month. We'll talk about that in just a minute. But so everybody knows who you are and what you do here at Wayne State, why don't you explain to everybody out there what you do here at Wayne State University?
Yeah, absolutely. So all my students call me Dr. K, and faculty as well. So I'm an emergency physician. I work here in Detroit at Detroit Receiving Hospital and Sinai Grace Hospital, but I'm a proud graduate of Wayne State, both Wayne State undergrad and med school. I have several roles here, including I'm the course director for emergency medicine, but I'm speaking to you today as the director of career advising in our student affairs office. So I do a lot of career advising, mentorship, preparation for residency application, that sort of stuff. And so really work with the students to get them ready to apply for residency.
Yeah, absolutely. I noticed when I was going over your resume, getting ready for the interview, that you went to school here at Wayne State. You've obviously worked here for a long time. What's the special thing? What's the most special thing about Wayne State, and what's kept you here for so long?
Yeah, I a couple of things. I mean, first and foremost, Wayne State is a mission-based school, which is really important. It was really important to me. Just being able to serve the community and take care of people that need us the most in the city, I think has been really rewarding for me, but also hopefully some benefit to our patients. Second, it's a Class A institution. We do a lot of education. We teach, which I enjoy, teaching medical students and residents. And then, we do a lot of research as well. So there's, like three things that really just keep me interested here and keep things going.
Yeah, it's definitely a special place. I've been around here over 10 years now, and I love it here in Midtown Detroit. Well, we're here to talk to you about Match Day coming up on March 20th. We're going to get into kind of the specifics of it, but overall, what is Match Day?
So Match Day is a process where medical students match into their residency of choice. They interview for residency positions, they apply an interview, and it's a whole process going from several months. And then they submit a list of programs that they applied to and interviewed at and rank them 1 through whatever. And then programs do the same. They rank candidates from 1 through whatever on their list, 1 to 100, et cetera. And then it's a computerized algorithm that matches them to each other, and hopefully giving the best match, meaning the student's number 1 goes to the program's number 1, and et cetera. So it's a pretty complex algorithm. 2 mathematicians won a Nobel Prize for it.
Okay.
Yeah, and my class in medical school was the first one to use it. I was in 1998, so it was the first class to use it. So it was totally new ground for us.
Yeah, talk a little bit more about the algorithm, I guess, more in depth with that. It seems with the computers obviously continuing to grow year after year, more technology out there. Talk about that a little bit and how that's kind of helped along the process since 1998.
Yeah, so what really does is it sort of eliminates any sort of backdoor deals or behind the scenes things. You submit your top list, and the algorithm basically tries to rank you the highest towards the student on the highest on the program's list. And if you're not on that list, it bumps you down, but then it makes your number 2 your number 1. So it constantly is moving. The algorithm is moving your choices up if you're not matching in your top choice. So let's say the ideal situation is your number 1 is a program's number 1. That's easy. But if they give up 12 spots and you're not on the top 12, then your number 1 is dropped, and then your number 2 now becomes your number 1. So they submit in March, like the beginning of March, but it takes a couple of weeks. I mean, the algorithm could probably run it in a day, but they take a couple of weeks to cross-check and make sure it's all right before they send out everybody's match in March 20th this year.
Yeah, it says match day is March 20th, but there's an entire match week leading up to that. Why don't you talk about what that week entails leading up to the big reveal on that Friday?
Yeah, so that is a really important week. So Monday, they get the email that says, congratulations, you've matched. Or they get, unfortunately, you did not match. So they get 1 or 2 emails. So it's really important for them to be able to be close to a computer or have it on their phone really quick for access. If they get the congratulations, you matched, that's great. You just wait for a week and then you find out on Friday where you go, but at least you know that you're going somewhere. If you get the I'm sorry you did not match, then what you're going to have to do is what we used to call the scramble. Now it's called a SOAP process, and I can go into that. But basically, you are restarting your application, and you're just trying to find whatever is out there. And so we help those students when that happens.
Yeah, that was another point to talk about the supplemental offer and acceptance program, the SOAP that you talked about. So obviously you don't want to get discouraged if you don't get matched right away, because there's that opportunity as well.
Yeah, absolutely. So there's lots of spots open, hundreds of spots every year. And our job at the school is to try and, get people into something that will be happy with, maybe a secondary choice, but also maybe a first choice. Some people have done very well with this supplemental offer, and they just reapply and then do subsequent interviews on the following days. So Monday, Tuesdays usually they reapply, Wednesday, Thursday they interview, and then Thursday they get offers, and it's rounds of offers that come in. And we've been very successful at Wayne. The national match rate is about 94% for medical schools, and we've been 98% or higher every year for the last 8 years. 1 year we had 100% match rate, and last year we had 99.8% percent match. So really that means one student out of 300 plus went unmatched, and I'll be happy to say that student actually did get something after. So even after the whole match process is over, you can still keep applying and keep looking for jobs. And he ended up getting a good job in California. So still hope is not lost entirely. So everybody was taken care of, and there was no man left behind.
Yeah, that's a pretty good match rate for sure. It all leads up to the big reveal and the match day ceremony on March 20th this year. Going to be held at the MGM Grand Ballroom here in Detroit. Just talk about that day and how special it is to see these students open up those envelopes and get matched.
Oh, that's a great day. I got to tell you. So, I don't want to sound like the old guy, but back in my day when we did match day, it was in a cafeteria and they handed you an envelope and you opened it at noon. Now it's like a big, like you said, at the MGM Grand, which is a great location. They're allowed to bring family members or friends. They have a certain number of tickets that they're bringing. And so we have a whole series of speakers that speak, the deans, but also presidents of the university and some other guest speakers. And then they give some awards as well, all leading up to that actual moment at noon. So the faculty go out and hand out the envelopes just before noon, and the students open, and and then there's actually champagne served, and it's a really great time, and it's really exciting for families. And then they can take pictures in front of a board after that with everybody there, and it's a really fun event. It's probably one of my favorite events at the School of Medicine. A lot of happy faces.
I was going to say, it's got to make you really happy as a professor who's worked here for so long, went to school here at Wayne State as well, to see all these students get matched, and obviously a big smile on their faces, knowing their career is going to progress in the right direction.
Yeah, absolutely. And, a vast majority of them get one of their top three choices. Over, I think, like 75% get one of their top three, which is pretty darn good. And, I think in a lot of places that's sort of unheard of.
Absolutely. Yeah. One last question for you, Dr. K, before we let you go. If somebody is out there listening to this interview, they want more information about the School of Medicine or Match Day as a whole, where do they go for that?
So there's lots of places you can look. I mean, you can go to the, med school's website, med.wayne.edu. They're always, if they want to reach out to me personally for more information, I don't know if you want to give out my email address, but I'd be happy to share that. It's skouyumj@med.wayne.edu. So if anybody wants more information, I work with a lot of students as well in the pre-medical application process and things. So always happy to work with students.
Well, Dr. K, hey, thanks for your time. Have a great match day coming up next month. And I know it's always one of the best days around campus and talking about some of the great things going on here at the School of Medicine at Wayne State. Have a great rest of the semester, and go Warriors. All right.
Yeah, go Warriors. Thank you.
You're welcome. That's Dr. K from the School of Medicine here at Wayne State. We're at halftime. Stay tuned. Second half coming up after this. You're listening to Warriors basketball.
We all need insurance for everything: cars, homes, business, medical, and life insurance. Have you checked your policies? You could be paying too much, paying for the wrong coverage, or you might even be underinsured. It can be confusing, but our friends at Legacy Partners, one of Southeast Michigan's top independent agencies, is your solution. They're a one-stop shop for all of your insurance needs. The Legacy difference is that Legacy listens. Call 586-209-4106 or visit legacypartnersins.com to get started today. We all...
Welcome back in, Warrior fans. What a first half performance by your Warriors as they head into this second half with a 49-34 lead. And you know what's interesting? Our mutual friend, a guy I've known for a long time, Jeremiah Fick, a.k.a. Jebediah, Grand Valley, 0-3 from deep. Taylor Thompson, no fouls. If these stat trends hang in there, he likes the chances of Grand Valley losing their first year. I think that's a fair statement.
No, I mean, keep it up the rest of the way. I think, again, anytime you shoot 63.6% from the field and a half, you're going to have a lead no matter who you're playing. Can that continue in the second half? We'll see. But everything going the way of the Warriors right now, they'll have the ball to start the third quarter as well. But again, I keep talking about, sound like a broken record, keep the foot on the accelerator. You can't let up against this team.
JC kicks it outside to Gordon. Big bucket late in that first half. How about this from three? Air ball. Look at Thompson with the board and in.
Thompson.
Oh, baby.
I have to apologize. Late in the first half, it was Gabby that had 2 fouls, not Taylor, as you just mentioned right there. So Gabby's got to be careful the rest of the way, but Taylor can continue to be aggressive with no fouls out there right now. And
working that inside. Nice defense down there. Jump ball, possession arrow. Grand Valley.
Just continuing to be the more aggressive team, Sean. And Grand Valley, they look a little punch drunk out there right now. They're not used to teams throwing punch and counter punch at them. They've made a couple runs at Wayne State in this game, but the Warriors just keep responding.
Nice spin move in the paint there. Put it up. Good defense. Look at that.
Yep.
Well, I tell you what, you got to like the fire from Taylor Thompson here today.
You get this perception, you know this, Sean, from your great career in broadcasting. You get the perception when you're around the team. When you're around the team, you can kind of tell how they feel, especially after games. Taylor Thompson was maybe one of the most angriest Warriors in the hotel that night, coming back from that loss to Grand Valley. And I think it's been her personal mission since to beat this team, and she's looking like it right now.
A 17-point lead for the Warriors. How about that? Gabby kicks it back up top to JC with 8 on the shot clock. Spin move there. Working inside to Gordon. Gordon kicking it inside to Thompson. Can't get it to fall. Rebound control by Grand Valley. But again, how many times have we seen that, Breck? Them working the play clock down to the bare minimum.
Yeah.
Nice pass inside, up and in.
Took more time off the clock on that previous possession. Didn't let Grand Valley get out in transition, but still an open layup right there for Bisbal.
Some token pressure there. Over to Gordon. Gordon high off the glass. That doesn't fall. Don't like to see that. Here comes Grand Valley in transition. Now they're going to slow it down. Long shot there. Sure, it was a pass. Another long three. That one off the mark. Once again, rebound controlled by Grand Valley. Trying to work it inside, and they do.
Yeah, the one thing, Grand Valley now 0 for 5 from downtown. Even though they've beaten Wayne State here ever since the field house is open, Wayne State has not beaten Grand Valley here at home, but they haven't shot the three well in this arena. That's been one kind of bugaboo for Grand Valley. They've beaten Wayne State, but they haven't shot the ball well from the outside. Maybe a shooting depth perception thing in this big arena, I don't know, but that's been one of their problems here playing these last 5 years or so the field house has been open.
Ferguson to Thompson. Thompson loses it.
Should be a foul on Taylor here.
I think that's going to be, yeah, that should be her first, indeed.
No.
No.
Call jump ball. How about that?
Okay.
We'll take it. Jump ball. I'm not going to say that too loud. Taylor kind of went in there when the Lakers had possession. She definitely, right there. See, they had possession. She kind of fell on top of the Laker right there with the basketball, but we won't say that too loud.
Mackenzie Miller checks back in. Gabby's going to throw this in. Or excuse me, no, I apologize. That's too far. Thompson comes in. That's a good foul.
That's a really good foul.
Yeah.
Because that was a breakaway layup for Bisbal. If Thompson doesn't reach in there and commit the foul, they'd call that a clear path foul in the NBA. It'd be 2 shots plus the ball, but not in college.
No. Kameen to inbound this. Holman checks back in for the Warriors. We'll set the table for you.
Kind of sense a little bit of a mini run here for Grand Valley. Again, Wayne State is going to stop defensively, put some more points on the board on the other end.
Plitzu-White over to Zeenstra, back to Plitzu-White. Plitzu-White kind of put the shoulder down, throws that away, over and back. No doubt about that. Love to see those unforced errors again.
Again, it's just very un-Grand Valley-like to commit a turnover like that. Just kind of unforced error, like you said, Sean. Zeenstra couldn't get there in time, stepped on the half-court line, and that's an over and back violation.
Warriors with only 2 points here in the second half. Love to see that change on this possession. In case you're just joining us, it was 49-34 at half. Looking inside, yes! What a look there, and Gabby with the finish. The lead back to 15.
Beautiful high-low game right there, and Luchka having herself a day, 10 points. 4 rebounds, 3 assists.
Trying to take it hard to the rack, draw the foul there.
Well, hopefully she's okay too. She went down hard on her shoulder.
Yeah, both ladies went down hard. You don't like to see that happen for anybody. Make no mistake about that. Take a look here on the replay.
Yeah, she's tough. She's going to be okay, I think. But I think came down. Maybe actually might have hit her elbow. Maybe she's holding her shoulder, but that funny bone might be laughing at her right now. But
yeah, who was the wiseacre that came up with the funny bone?
Who did
that? I don't like that guy.
I don't either.
There's nothing funny about that.
No, there's nothing funny about it. I think that's what kind of is. Maybe she came down her shoulder, maybe hit the elbow on the deck, but she's tough.
By the way, 1955 called, and they'd like the word wiseacre back. They really like that word back. I don't know where that even came from.
Sometime in the 1950s.
Yeah, I'm sure it did. 53-38. Warriors on top. Lakers go to the line. Vansty hits the first. Lead back to 14.
Gabby's still trying to get some feeling back in that shoulder. She told the bench, Sean, that she's okay, so nobody went to check on her. And she's coming out.
Coming out now.
Might get checked now.
A-Rolt comes back in. So the lead down to 13 with 7 minutes to go here in this third quarter. Over to Ferguson. Ferguson slows between the legs. Kicks it outside to Holman. Holman to Miller. Near wing to A-Rolt. A-Rolt looking for a lane. Makes her own lane. Can't get it to fall. Big rebound there by Miller. Kicks it back outside. Look at Thompson drive. Thompson again spins off the glass. Can't get it to fall. Rebound this time. Controlled by Kameen.
Couple good looks right there from Wayne State. Just wouldn't go down. Now you got to play defense.
No doubt about that. Lakers trying to chip away at this big lead. Foul on the Warriors here.
That's okay. Miller was fighting down there with Scanlon under the basket, and Scanlon was trying to get position, and if they would have gotten her the ball, she would have had a probably easy kind of drop step layup here in the block, but Miller did a good job of reaching in to foul. I know it's the third team foul already on Wayne State, but you prevent maybe an easy layup the other way, so not a bad foul there by Mackenzie Miller. Well, that's her third too.
Underneath. Double team now. Jump ball, possession arrow in favor of Grand Valley.
Tell you what, Matt Jurek over there, the possession arrow operator for Wayne State, he's getting his money's worth today. He's earning his paycheck, Sean.
Yeah, no doubt about that.
A lot of us don't, but sure, big Jur over there. He's working that arrow nicely.
15 on the shot clock. Trying to drive, draws the foul. But kept her outside to the last minute.
Yeah, McKenna's so good at kind of slapping down at the ball when the opposition's going up for a layup in the paint, but got caught that time. A little too much hand instead of just ball there. Now Plitsua to the free throw line to shoot 2.
Lexi Plitsua from Vermilion, South Dakota. Lead at 12 now. Second attempt, hits that. Lead at 11. Warriors again. Breck, only 4 points here. Almost midway through this third quarter.
Yeah, Lakers starting to tighten up the defense a little bit. Third quarter's been really good to Wayne State these past couple weeks.
Thompson kicks it outside, trying to drive and walk. Give it away, so Grand Valley with another opportunity here.
And again, you just kind of sense that the momentum's starting to switch a little bit in this game, but the Warriors have built a nice little cushion here to withstand a run or two from Grand Valley, but you gotta circle the wagons, use an old cliche at some point here.
Work it inside, creating some space, and there's a bucket. Just like that, it's back to single digits. You nailed it, partner. It's about ebbs and flows. It's limiting those ebbs and flows. And we got to stop their ebb and flow right now as the lead is suddenly back to 9. Trying to change that now. Nice move. Oh, they're calling it against the Warriors.
Yeah, that's 3 on McKenna.
Oh. And in fairness, he called it right away. Take a look here.
I mean, she did extend the arm a little bit. I think Plitsua White might get an Oscar nomination for that flop right there.
Yeah,
but
it was there.
Again, you extend the arm and let the official make the call.
So timeout on the floor. We'll take a timeout as well. 5:25 to go here. Third quarter. Your Warriors have a lead over Grand Valley State, 53-44 on the Warrior Sports Network.
Need insurance for everything: cars, homes, business, medical, and life insurance. Have you checked your policies? You could be paying too much, paying for the wrong coverage, or you might even be underinsured. It can be confusing, but our friends at Legacy Partners, one of Southeast Michigan's top independent agencies, is your solution. They're a one-stop shop for all of your insurance needs. The Legacy difference is that Legacy listens. Call 586-209-4106 or visit legacypartnersins.com to get started today.
Welcome back in, Warrior fans. 5:25 to go here, third quarter. Warriors on top, 53-44, but Brett, things got later here in this third quarter.
Yeah, Warriors only 2 of 7 from the field, only 4 points so far. 10-4 Grand Valley to start this third quarter. And again, we mentioned earlier, the third quarter has been so good for Wayne State these last couple weeks, but so far Grand Valley, I don't know if I would have wanted to be in their locker room at halftime because I have a feeling Coach Williams kind of laid into them a little bit. They've come out with a little more energy, a little tougher defense, a little tighter defense, and now with a chance here to cut this lead even more with the basketball. And again, you didn't expect Wayne State to keep shooting, 64% from the field for the whole game, but Warriors got to find a way to score to limit these runs.
Bantry into Anderson. Anderson looking over that Warrior defense. Hands it off to Gaitan. Back to Gaitan. Shot clock at 10. Looking to penetrate. Start right. Go left with the leaner. Won't go. Rebound controlled by the Warriors. Love to see him convert here, Kev.
Absolutely. That was great defense on the other end.
Arolt. Going to hand that up top to Gordon. Gordon back to Arolt. Arolt looking to drive, kicks it back outside to Thompson. Shot clock at 7. Shot clock at 5. To Gordon. Gordon stops, pops, off the mark, out of bounds. Grand Valley. Timeout on the court. Guess what? We'll take a timeout as well. 4:32 to go. 53-44. Warriors on top of the Warriors.
Jimmy Johns. To join the Warrior Zone, visit getinvolved.wayne.edu today.
The Equinox EV has one pedal drive mode. What that does is it takes the accelerator, makes it the accelerator and the brakes. You take your foot off the accelerator and your car will actually start braking. It will come to a complete stop too. It uses what's called regen on demand to use that kinetic energy and put it right back into your range.
Take advantage of this special offer and lease a 2026 Equinox EV1LT for $149 a month. Chevy Detroit. Together, let's drive.
Come back in, Warrior fans. 4:32 to go here, third quarter. Kevin Brackmacher, Tony Ortiz. I'm Sean Maligian, sitting in for Brady Beaton. Thanks for having me here. Warriors on top by a score of 53-44, with 4.5 to go here in this third quarter. Still plenty of time. All of a sudden, the points which came so easy in that first half, Brack, that's not the case. Just a couple buckets here for the Warriors in about 5.5 minutes of play in the third quarter.
Yeah, Lakers made the adjustment at halftime. They're going back to playing that kind of shell inside defense. It's not a zone, but almost with zone principles that they usually play. I don't understand what their plan was in the first half because Wayne State was able to take the ball to the basket without much resistance, but they've definitely started to pack it in defensively, and Warriors going to have to adjust.
So the Lakers, who it seems like an eternity they've been down double digits, have it back into single digits. Jump ball, this time possession arrow in favor of the Warriors.
Grand Valley coaching staff over there just kind of dumbfounded. That's just a bad decision right there by Anderson to dribble right into 3 Warriors. And that's usually, again, mistakes they don't make. That's now the 14th turnover. And we still have 14-plus minutes to go in this game.
Emily hands it off to Mackenzie. Miller up top. Back over to Gordon in front of the Warrior bench. A little give and go back to Miller. Miller powers it up and in.
Well, that was a nice little give and go. Miller made a nice catch, and once she got it that low, she's so good around the basket. Good catch, good dribble. Not a lot of contact right there, but we'll take it. Chance for the old-fashioned three-point play.
Oh, do the Warriors need that? Lead back to 11, and if Mackenzie can hit this, a dozen.
Shoots at about 70% from the line on the year.
She got it. 56-44. Did we mention the Lakers are unbeaten, Brett? Did we?
Yeah, we did. We did.
Well, that means they haven't lost.
Haven't lost yet. 34 straight wins going back to last year.
So they haven't lost in 34, right?
No, haven't lost in almost a year.
Just making sure.
Yeah.
Lakers certainly a lot of time left in this one and draw the foul there.
Yeah, poor positioning right there, Sean, by Holman. Just didn't get in front of the ball. You know, the penetrator with the basketball had to reach over, and that's an easy call for the official. See right there.
Yeah, you could see right there in your living room. Appreciate that.
She shoots at about 91% from the foul line. Best free throw shooter on this Grand Valley team.
Former Escanaba Eskimo. Eskimo with
a Y, yeah.
You got it. Second one doesn't go. Rebound controlled by Miller. Up to Arald. Hands it off to Holman. Near side Arald. Arald looking for a lane. Doesn't find one. Going to kick it back outside to Thompson. Thompson's going to drive. Stop. Thompson. You got it.
She has played with so much poise here this afternoon. You can tell she wants this win so bad, but she's not overplaying. A couple times around the basket, that's a foul on Holman, but a couple times around the basket, you've seen her kind of rush things. But for the most part, I give Taylor credit for really playing under control with a lot of poise here this afternoon.
Kameen's had herself a game. Give this young lady some credit.
Yeah, and again, she gets herself right back to the line. Again, we mentioned earlier, 91%. So that's the one player in Grand Valley you don't want to foul is Kameen. And as I say that, she missed. See how that works, Sean? I know you know how that works.
That's why I keep so you're telling me Grand Valley hasn't lost, right?
Exactly, yeah.
And they've won, what, 34 in a row?
34 in a row.
Okay, I just want to make sure I'm going to keep bringing those numbers up. Lead is at 12. Warriors want to get this offense going, though. They know how dangerous this Laker team can be. Thompson outside to Gordon in front of the bench. Gordon starts one way, going to kick it back to Awalt at the top. Over to Thompson. 10 on the shot clock. Thompson back out to Awalt. Awalt on the left. Long three-pointer, off the mark, off. The awaiting hands of Miller, and Grand Valley is going to take over.
A little too far out there for Tubergen. I know the shot clock was winding down, but again, it's been tough for Wayne State to get quality shots at the basket here in this third quarter. They have closed the gap. They'll only have been outscored by 3 now, so if they can keep it, again, keep that 10-point or so lead going into the fourth quarter. You got to love their chances.
Kameen brings it up again. Kameen looking at that Warrior defense. She's going to try a penetration herself. Draws the foul. She's made things happen. Give this young lady credit.
Well, she's been around the block a few times, Kameen. She's a senior. Again, she's a great player, so I will not be very sorry to see her graduate and be out of eligibility because she's been terrorizing the GLIAC for 4 years now. But again, she's taking matters in her own hands here. She's the veteran on this team. And again, missed another free throw. How about that? But
well, that 91% number is going to go down.
It's going to go down a little bit. Yep, going to go down.
Kameen, shot number 2, hits that one. Still a double-digit lead for the Warriors. 58-47, 2:31 to go here in this third quarter. Thompson gets it into Gordon. Some token backcourt pressure, nothing serious. And she draws a little ticky-tack there. Okay, you're going to take it, right?
Yeah, that's one of those maybe even Steven calls right there.
Yeah.
6 fouls been called on Wayne State here in the quarter, only 2 on Grand Valley. So we'll call that one to kind of even it out a little bit. Not a lot of contact right there. I would have liked to see a play on, but we'll take the call.
JC's going to inbound this as she finds Gordon. Gordon starts left, right, back to the left. What a running layup there. You take that all day.
George Gervin-esque right there, the
Yes.
Iceman. A little finger roll at the basket from Carrington Gordon. Nice move.
60-47. Lakers do a drive there. Nice drive. It is by Van Steen.
Yeah, too easy right there in that drive. Nobody stepped up to stop the ball.
I don't want to get back into the let's exchange bucket type of thing, right? Play your game, play your defense, that's front rim. This is what we're talking about. They score in bunches, do these Lakers. It's part of the reason why, Kevin, they've won 34 in a row, right?
And they get to the free throw line again, guess who?
Yeah.
Nicole Kameen.
Wayne State foul JC Tubergen, her second.
60-49. She has missed a couple from the line. A couple here in this third quarter, as a matter of fact. Don't forget, we've got a men's game coming up, too, and that'll be a dandy as well, huh?
Yeah, I'll be on the call with Wayne State Hall of Famer Chuck Key. First place Grand Valley.
With his work.
Yeah, with good old Chuck. Yeah, Wayne State and Grand Valley coming up. At this point, it's going to be probably around 3:15 tip-off, but you know, Grand Valley tied for first place on the men's side with Northern Michigan, so big game for Wayne State trying to avoid the sweep.
Kameen hits the first, hits the second. Back to single digits. A little token backcourt pressure, nothing serious. Thompson looked like she was going to take it herself, backed out though. Now she's going to go back in. Nice inside look, and the finish. Lexi Boyke. Lead goes right back to 11. Kameen trying to work that inside with hands knocked away by Boyke.
Yeah, I like that play by Lexi, getting her paw on the ball, knocking the ball out of bounds.
From the beautiful community of Franken.
You're making me hungry just talking about that.
Bavarian in all day, and then the obligatory trip to Browners. Outside, that won't go. Rebound controlled by Lakers. High off the glass. Rebound snagged down by Boyke. Thompson now going the other way. Saw 1-on-3, smartly turns up. A minute left in this first half. Warrior lead is 11. Sylvester with the lefty. Into the corner is Emily. Back up top to Aralt. Aralt outside to Sylvester. Stops, pops, nails it. Coco Sylvester, her first deuce of the game. And the lead is 13.
There's only one Coco, Sean, and she loves playing against Grand Valley.
Lefty runner there goes for Zeenstra.
Too easy coming the other way. If I'm Wayne State, I hold for one shot here and take no worse than an 11-point lead into the fourth quarter.
They can do exactly that. There's about a 1 second differential. We'll call it 1.5. Sylvester. Over to Boyke. Hands it off to Holman. Back up top to Coco. Coco finishes! My goodness gracious! And that is going to do it as we have a Laker down along the far baseline. But how about those 2 buckets by Coco to end that third quarter?
Unbelievable. She scored 11 points on the road earlier this year against Grand Valley. Had 2 really good NCAA tournament games there last year as well. And man, oh man, Wayne State up 13 as we send it down to Tony Ortiz. Can't wait to hear what Tony's got to say.
Take her away, Tony.
Well, guys, first thing from the coaching staff down here, they want the Warriors to not be passive on offense. Now, that seemed to have gone away at least towards the end of the quarter as Wayne State's offense started to kick into gear. But one thing to keep an eye on, guys, Gabby Luchka has not come back into the game since that shoulder injury, and it seems at this point that the Wayne State offense has been kind of stuck in mud a little bit until the end of this quarter without Luchka. It'll be important to see how much she will play in the fourth quarter. One other thing of note, guys, the road doesn't get any better or easier for Wayne State. Next 2 games will be against 2 of the better teams. Women's side, Northern Michigan, Michigan Tech. Here's the thing, if Wayne State can run the table, if they can win all 3 of these games, including holding on today against Grand Valley, that pretty much locks in a home GLIAC tournament game for Wayne State. Now, I'm not going to say that too loud, Sean, because Kevin's a jinx. So he's been jinxing things a lot lately, so he shouldn't repeat that. But it'll be interesting to see if Wayne State can ride this 4-game homestand into a better tournament berth for the upcoming GLIAC tournament.
Great stuff, T.O. Hey, let me tell you something. I'm having a blast with these guys. Can I come back again?
You're invited anytime you want.
Are you sure?
You know what? We were talking to our man Brady Beaton on text during halftime, and basically I think you told him, I told him, I can't believe he's missing this, but you told him that if Wayne State wins this game today, he's not allowed to come back. So you're going to be here every game the rest of the year, Sean.
Now, I know I'll be back here for the Saginaw Valley game, but it's great to see you guys and great to be back on this beautiful campus. I say it all the time. I've been very blessed to be a very small part of things down here for the last 17 years. This is a hidden gem in the Detroit area. And the Warriors are playing the unbeaten Grand Valley State Lakers. Did we mention that? And they've got a 13-point lead. And they let the girls go there. And now ahead, look out, up and in. McKenna Ferguson and the Warrior lead back to 15.
Yeah, Plitzuway went down really hard on the other end. Hopefully she's okay.
Boy, did they just let it go underneath. Kev, bodies were flying everywhere.
Yeah, I couldn't believe there wasn't a whistle right there either. Either the ball was out of bounds, I thought, or a foul maybe, but we played on. And fortunately for Wayne State, they were able to get out and run. And easy deuce to go up 15 points. And, Sean, we're even now in the second half after that quick start from Grand Valley and the slow offensive start for the Warriors. So, again, you still have a lot. You never want to put it in the bank until it gets a little bit later. Still plenty of time, 9:32. We know how quickly Grand Valley can score, but, man, this is starting to look really good for Wayne State.
Hey, and I know we're having fun with the unbeaten Lakers, and they've won 34 straight. We say that with respect. Do we want to take that away? No doubt about it. That's why we're trying to jinx it as much as we humanly can. But let it be known, nothing but respect for the champions.
You'll appreciate this, Sean, as you call the football games here at Wayne State, but I compare Grand Valley's women to Ferris State football. A lot of times they're just in a different class than anybody else, and that's why this would be such a big win for Wayne State.
Certainly would. I see Plitzuwait over on the trainer's table, struggling to get that shoe off. In the meantime, the Lakers on the floor, struggling to get something going offensively. Backdoor look there, great defense. Knocked out of bounds, play clock at 7. Great defense, though. Well, I tell you what, Taylor Thompson's having herself a night, isn't she? Both ends of the floor.
She looks possessed from the start of the game. 17 points, 5 boards in 30 minutes. She's played the entire game for Wayne State, except for coming out for a few seconds here and there late in the first half.
Long three, Zeenstra off the mark. Rebound controlled.
Yeah, it's a foul on Taylor right there.
And a foul. Is that number 2 on her? I'm looking, that's only number 2. We'll take that all day.
You know what, Tony brought up the fact that I'm a jinx. Most of my life's been a jinx for sure, but so I don't want to say I don't want to say this too loud, but Grand Valley is 0 for 7 from downtown. If they're going to get back in this game, they got to start making some threes.
Zeenstra, that one won't go. Rebound controlled. Here comes Thompson the other way. Thompson loses it there, a double dribble. Yeah, just a little out of control. You could see that the brain said stop, but the body wouldn't do it.
Yeah, that's just one of those situations. You've got a 15-point lead coming the other way. Just slow it down a little bit. The video board's even too excited that Wayne State's up 15.
I'm going to throw Jeff Weiss under the bus. Jeff Weiss had something to do with that, I'm sure.
Yeah, he pulled the plug.
Shout out to Grandpa. There's your three-pointer off the mark. Follow-up. That won't go. Jump ball. Possession arrow Warriors. How about this Taylor Thompson? It's the little things, Brack. It really is. My goodness gracious. Here come the Warriors the other way. Nice pass to Coco. Gabby wide open on the far side. You could see her calling for it. Nice to see her back in, I might add. Thompson, with 13 on the clock, hands it off to Coco. Coco to Gabby. 8 seconds. Three-pointer off the mark. Rebound controlled by Zeenstra. And coming the other way now. Long pass along the baseline. Kick back outside. Boy, look at Davis trying to make things happen. Get something going for Grand Valley with 7:55 to go. They pump it inside. Great defense away. Swatted away by Coco.
Well, I got some stats for you, courtesy of Cooper Weidenthaler, the assistant SAD here at Wayne State. We've been talking all day about the 34 straight wins. I didn't mention this yet, but the streak actually started against us last year in Allendale after Grand Valley lost to Parkside. We played them the next game. Didn't go too well for Wayne State, so that started the streak, so it would be kind of poetic that Wayne State would end the streak today. Last win over GV was January 2nd, 2015. That's the pre-Kevin Bruckmacher era, by the way.
Wow, my goodness.
Because, I couldn't remember when we had beat Grand Valley on the women's side.
We may have done a TV game that day. We may have done a TV game.
Yeah. 25 straight losses for Wayne State against Grand Valley coming into today. So, again, what's that old line that was it Ilya Nastasi and Bjorn Borg beat him 17 straight times, and Nastasi won the 18th time and said nobody beats Ilya Nastasi 18 straight times?
Yeah.
Well, there you go. Same kind of thing today.
Quick hands again, knocked out of bounds. Lakers keep possession, 14 on the shot clock. Try to work it inside. Up, can't get it to fall, but drawing the foul. She's doing her part, is Mackenzie Bisbal, and she's going to go to the line to cut into this 15-point lead.
I'll tell you what, Wayne State has done a nice job, even though she's shooting 2 free throws right now on Mackenzie Bisbal today. If she makes both these free throws, she'll have 10 points, but even with that, only 6 rebounds and 19 minutes of play. So they've done a good job containing her today. First time she's played against Wayne State this year.
Got the bounce there on that first free throw attempt. Here comes attempt number 2. Got the bounce again. So the lead is 13 with 7:35 to go. Now there's a little pressure in the backcourt. That opens it up down there. And just missing was Ferguson. But that's how you beat it. You're going to put on that press. Those quick passes will open things down low, and Mackenzie Ferguson nearly made him pay.
Yeah, she did. Almost. Too bad she couldn't get that to go because that would have been a huge and one right there. But McKenna around 79% this year from the free throw line.
The Byron Center Bulldog hits the first one. Boy, heck of an athletic department there at Byron Center. The football team, Jordan and the hockey team won a national championship. State championship a couple of years ago. Perennial powerhouse, and certainly a young lady that was part of some of the success at Byron Center was McKenna Ferguson. She puts the lead back to 15. It's been a struggle offensively for Grand Valley. Make no mistake about that, Brack. And still struggling here. Kameen gonna drive. Too hard off the glass. Rebound follow-up is good. That's Van Steed jumping in to cut the lead to 13. There's that backcourt pressure again.
Not in safe territory yet, Sean.
No.
We keep talking about it. They got still plenty of time left in this game. Warriors got to keep pressing out there, keep putting the ball in the bucket.
Just be patient, because you know what? You know the press is coming now. Be patient, make that outlet pass, and you can get easy buckets the other way. See it time and time and time again. Trying to work it inside. Not a good decision there. Backcourt foul. Don't want that either.
You know, that's the third. A couple reasons you don't want it, because it's 50 feet away from the basket, but also that's the third team foul, and that's 2 more from Grand Valley going to the line where they can make up some of this deficit with the clock stopped.
And the third on Thompson.
Yep.
Her presence today cannot be understated, Mr. Breckmacher.
Yeah, the big 3 for Wayne State. Talk about Ferguson, Thompson, and Lechko all have 3 fouls now.
Kick it back up top. Going to try to drive the lane. Thompson able to bail out. Thompson now going to slow things up. Was going to move it into Ferguson instead.
Good timeout.
Good timeout with 6:19 to go and 19 on the clock. We'll take a timeout as well. 70-57. Warriors on top on the Warrior Sports Network.
Is it possible to have access to the highest quality health care whenever your family needs it? Count on it. Count on Blue Cross Blue Shield of Michigan to give you access to the care you need, with the largest network of top doctors and hospitals. Because when you find the doctor that's right for you, you should be able to choose her. Access and choice. It's healthcare coverage that works the way you want it to. Blue Cross Blue Shield of Michigan. Confidence comes with every card.
Well, it's great to see the Director of Athletics, Erica Wallace, in the house. She's watching this game just like every Warrior fan, Brack. Hold on for 6:19, fellas.
I don't want to say anything yet, but this might be the most satisfying win that Erica Wallace has had if Wayne State can hold on to win in her tenure as athletic director here at Wayne State. Because if you don't know out there, the background story, Erica was an All-American player at Grand Valley on the women's team. And I know, getting to know her the last couple years, there's nothing she wants more than for Wayne State's women's basketball team to beat Grand Valley. And they're 6:19 away from doing it.
I can see her over in the corner right now, looking every part of the Warriors' biggest fan. Thank you very much for that, Erica. Warriors with 6:15 to go have a chance to put a blemish on Grand Valley. Nice drive there, can't get it to go, but the foul. Boy, I love that little drive by Ferguson. She has no fear, Brack.
She doesn't, and she did that a little bit her first 2 years here at Wayne State, but she's really added that to her game this year and has become so much more effective with it. I call it kind of slithering down the lane and drawing contact. Sometimes she'll get the and one, but most of the time she'll get fouled and give herself 2 free throws. And fortunately missed the first one here, but overall a really good foul shooter.
McKenna Ferguson. Byron Center Bulldog hits the second. The lead is 14 with 6:05 to go. The very active Kameen. He's had a nice night here. Kameen with the roller, doesn't get it to fall. Big rebound there, Thompson. Boy, is she having herself a night, Taylor Thompson. Into the corner to Gordon. Gordon from 3, off the mark.
I don't know if I like that shot, though, Sean. I know she was open, but early on the shot clock, nobody down to rebound.
Thompson with almost a miraculous steal. Bodies go flying everywhere. We hope they're okay. Both ladies hit the floor pretty hard.
You can tell how much Wayne State wants it, though, but just with that play right there, with Thompson and Ferguson, 2 of the leaders on this team, just going all out, sacrificing their body right there to try to grab the ball. Was that Jeff Weiss over there stopping him from hitting the concrete? So he does everything for Wayne State.
Grandpa Weiss, well done. Grandpa Weiss showing him everybody's wounds now, too.
He's saying, I just prevented my two of my better players from going into the concrete steps right there.
Kameen, shot clock at 15. Kameen on that lefty, you see that roller all the time, doesn't get that to go. Follow-up does. But that's Scanlon in the lead, back to 12.
Sean, Grand Valley has 20 offensive rebounds in this game. 20. Again, if you're going to pick on something for Wayne State, they got to clean up the glass the last 5 minutes here to close this out.
I would keep forcing it inside if I were Lakers. Warriors trying to put this one away. Under 5 minutes to go. They lead by 12. Thompson starts one way. Kicks it back outside. Gabby won't go. Rebound out of bounds. Grand Valley ball. 4:49 to go. Again, an eternity, Kevin Breckner.
Oh, this is not even close to being done yet. Wayne State's got to keep it going. You start with a stop right here. Oh, great play by Taylor.
Steal there. Slow it down. No reason to be heroic here. You got that 12-point lead. Back to Thompson. Gives a little shoulder shrug, hands it off to Ferguson. Over to Gabby. In the corner for Emily. Trying to work that inside. Gabby can't get that to go. Grand Valley coming back the other way. Plitzaway. High off the glass, kind of out of control. The follow-up goes. Scanlon. And for Scanlon, that's a dozen now. The lead back to 10. Token pressure this side on the Warriors side of the court. Kick it outside to Thompson. Thompson, she's going to drive. Stop, pop, in. Thompson, bucket there.
Need a big bucket. She thought she had the game winner in Allendale back on January 8th. She hit a bank shot with about 20 seconds to go to put Wayne State up 1, and she has perfected that shot off the glass.
Off the glass, rebound, controlled, but a foul.
Yeah, that's a good call, I think. I believe Taylor kind of grabbed. Who is that? That's Scanlon right there to prevent her from grabbing the rebound, and that's 4 now on Taylor. And again, what do you do if you're Carrie Lord to keep her out there? You've got a 12-point lead, 3:35 to go. You probably have to keep her out there, roll the dice, trying to close this one out. Can't afford to lose Taylor the way she's played in this game, though.
Checking in is Davis, the freshman for the Lakers. Grand Valley going to inbound this. Kameen.
Great play. Oh, that's not a good call. That is not a good call.
Hip, I'm with you. I want to see a replay, partner. It looked to me like that rolled off. Yeah, I don't like that.
That is all ball right there.
What do I know, though, right?
Well, what do we both know, I guess. But I'm having flashbacks to Allendale a month ago with that call right there.
Let's see.
And that's 4 on McKenna, too. So both McKenna, Sean, and Taylor with 4 fouls, and Taylor's going to check out.
Let's see what Rashid says here. Kameen hits the first. A chance to cut it back to 10. The young lady from Escanaba hits it. The lead is 10. 3:30 to go. Now some more pressure in the backcourt. Coco being doubled. Has to get over the timeline. She does. To Ferguson. Over to Gabby. Gabby pumps it into Boyke. Back out to Gabby. To Coco up top. Directing the offense with 3:10 to go. Emily up top. Trying to get that in, can't do it. Rebound controlled by Grand Valley. Here they come the other way. Time's certainly a factor though, Breck. Make no mistake about that now.
Yeah, and again, the Lakers at some point are going to have to make a 3 if they're going to get back in this game.
Trying to work that inside. Rebound, big rebound at that by Emily. In the backcourt. To Coco, gets it over the timeline. Look who's going to check back in.
Yeah, she
stepped out of bounds. That's a turnover. And I think number 30, Taylor Thompson, coming back in. We'll find out when we come back. No, my bad, we won't.
They're going to find out right now.
See, I get myself so excited. Me and my boy Fisher going, we're this close. Livonia Alex in the house as well. What up, L-Town? 10-point lead. That's an easy bucket right there. Kameen again. She's got 17. Here comes Coco the other way. Coco looking to drive. Coco up. Draws the foul.
It was like, no. Okay, shoot 2 free throws here.
Got to hit the free throws.
Got to hit the free throws. And again, you knew it wasn't going to just be a, walk in the park down the stretch to close this game out. You knew Grand Valley was going to make a run, put some scoreboard pressure now on Wayne State. The lead is under 10 for the first time in a long time, maybe since the first half. And now Coco, can she step up and knock in a couple free throws here?
You're going to have to excuse me, partner. We're at that point in the game. She hits the first one. There is no way in Hades, I think, I can sit down the rest of this game. When they're this close, boy, you got to see them finish. You almost saw it in Allendale. Coco with the second. Yeah. Back to 10 with 2:18 to go.
2 big free throws right there to push it back up to 10. Now the Warriors, can they get a stop defensively and really put the game pressure on Grand Valley?
Kameen kicks it outside. Long three, off the mark. Rebound, controlled by Thompson. Thompson, nice pass there to Ferguson. Let's see if they start to foul. That's going to be over and back.
Carrie Lori, you saw her over there on the sideline. Just telling her team, relax, calm down, no need to rush. We're up 10 here with 2 minutes to go.
75-65. Kameen certainly has been the catalyst here.
Uh-oh. One of them are out. It's either going to be Ferguson or Thompson
Let's
here.
see who it is. Who they call?
When you say foul, Taylor Thompson. That's
Thompson.
Taylor.
Yep, that's it. With $1:48 to go. Boy, as you brought it up earlier, partner, it's almost like you've seen this team a lot this year.
I've seen them quite a bit.
When the fouls come for her, they seem to come in bunches. You brought that up earlier.
Well, what a game, though, for Taylor. Finishes with 19 points, 8 rebounds.
Arguably the player of the game. We'll talk about that a little bit later. Kameen with another one. Kameen having herself a night. She's got 18.
I don't think, Sean, the Lakers start fouling yet. I think we just see them come out in that, kind of half-court trap, full-court trap defense. Kind of force a turnover. Still some time left. They do have a foul to give as well, so they can be a little aggressive defensively.
Ferguson over to Gabby.
Oh,
Gabby.
that
is...
And Ferguson's out of the game, too. Yep.
Oh, she hit it hard, too. Right on the hip. I don't know how. Let's take a look at this.
How is that a foul?
I have no idea how that's a foul.
Well, I'm really having flashbacks to Allendale now because that's just a terrible call.
That is just
and
not
for the second straight game against Grand Valley, 2 of the starters, it was 3 in Allendale, but 2 of the starters now are out of the game for Wayne State.
How do you,
That is, I mean, I'm sorry, but that is an awful call. That's a play on right there. There's no intended contact right there from either player.
2 players are going for the ball.
If you want to give the ball to Grand Valley, fine. If it's off of Ferguson, but that's not a foul. That's not a foul.
2 players are going for the ball. I don't care who you root for. I mean, that's what we just saw.
Yeah, well,
my goodness gracious.
Sometimes you got to play against this Grand Valley team, and that's kind of what you're seeing here again for the second time this year.
Grand Valley, you can see why they have this win streak. 8-point lead for the Warriors. Vanstey, the first, hits it. The lead is at 7 with exactly 100 seconds left. Vanstey with shot number 2. The lead is 6. It hasn't been a 2-possession game in eternity. It really hasn't. Gordon says enough with this press, I'm going to take it myself. That one turned over though. Here come the Lakers. Nice move up and in Vanstey. The lead is down to 4.
And this is why the game was never over, Sean, because this Grand Valley team doesn't quit. Aided by the officials a little bit right there, but again, they just don't quit. And now Wayne State has really got to focus. They got to stop turning the ball over. But again, two of your better players are out of the game, and Thompson Ferguson. This is exactly what we saw in Allendale when they had to finish the game with 3 starters on the bench.
49 points in the first half. Brack, I'm not a math major, but 26 points in almost the entirety of the second half. That can change and has to change in the next minute and 27.
They've been outscored 18-9 here in the 4th quarter. The Lakers have all 4 of their timeouts remaining as well, so they can really massage the end of this game nicely by advancing the ball when they want to. Drawing up some out-of-bounds plays, which they're always good at doing.
75-71. Another instant classic here, however, on the campus of Wayne State University. as the Warriors look to hand Grand Valley their first loss of the year and their first loss in 34 games. Kevin, a streak which started with
a win over Wayne State.
You got it. Some backcourt press, no doubt about it. You knew that was coming. Up to Emily. Emily gives it back to Gabby, or excuse me, Jason's triple team. Back to Emily. Try to get it inside. Another turnover. Here comes Grand Valley the other way with a chance to cut it to 2. Kameen stops, pops, hits it. It's a 2-point game with a minute to go. Nearly a turnover.
That was the foul to give right there.
Maybe. 59 seconds remaining.
Well, pressure's turned up here. Now, if you're Wayne State, you got to get the ball over the timeline first. You got to not turn it over, but if you can take the shot clock down and score, that'll put a lot of game pressure on Grand Valley. Nice play here.
Nice play here. Up. The foul from behind. Zeenstra.
That's a hard foul right there. I don't think there's any ill will on that. They might actually review it here. Cooper's already up over there in the scores table ready to review this. Carrington went down hard. Watching the replay right now. I don't think there was anything malicious about it.
No, I don't either. I don't. See, we can be objective.
Yeah, see, yeah, they're gonna review it.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that, but
hopefully Carrington's okay. That's the most important thing right now.
No doubt about it.
But that was smart because Grand Valley was pressuring so much in the front court, or in the back court there. They just lobbed it over into the front court, and Gordon almost had an easy layup if not for the foul.
Have a look here. 75-73.
Now, if for some reason they decide to upgrade this to a flagrant foul, then Wayne State will have 2 free throws plus the ball. That would be a huge call if they do. There's nothing that I saw watching the replay on the video stream. The only thing you can say, and sometimes I get confused sometimes in college basketball these days, but a lot of times if it's kind of putting a player in danger, whether there's ill intent or not, they sometimes will upgrade it to a flagrant. But again, I didn't think that was the case there, but we'll see what the officials come up with.
I like how, look at our wonderful back look there.
It's a hard foul, but I just don't think there's anything vicious about it. Now, we did see Adam Ayrault on the men's team from Wayne State get punched in the face on Thursday night by a Davenport player, and they didn't upgrade it to a flagrant 2. So I'm kind of at loss for what they're going to decide in these replay reviews. But if they kind of want to make up for that bad call on McKenna Ferguson, they would upgrade this to a flagrant 1. Just saying, if you want to even things up. They're having a hurried discussion about it, so we'll see what they decide to do.
Who I see on the other side, right across from us, former Detroit Tiger and Fox Sports Detroit broadcaster, Craig Monroe.
Okay.
Back behind the scorer's table.
They're still discussing this here. I'm surprised there's this much of a discussion, but we'll see what they decide to do.
We're going to talk to both coaches. You can always tell in the reaction of both coaches what things are going to be. Grand Valley didn't look too upset about that, Coach Williams.
Yeah, Carrie Laura doesn't look too happy.
And she doesn't look too. It's amazing how that works out, isn't it?
That foul stands as a common foul.
Yeah, I think that's the right call. I really do.
I do too. I agree with you. The one that I don't agree with is that foul on McKenna Ferguson. That was awful.
Now, Carrington's only 58.1% from the line this year, one of the 4 free throw shooters on this Wayne State team, but see if she can step up and knock in a couple here to give Wayne State a little bit of a cushion in the 2-possession lead.
Young lady from Lincoln Park, transfer from Central Michigan. You need 2 here. Make no mistake about that, Brock. Need 2. 75-73. Warriors on top. Benz fires. Can't hit the first. This one still important. Gordon dribbles, bends, fires, hits it. It is a 1-possession game, though.
I'm surprised Grand Valley didn't call timeout to advance the ball.
Yeah, Let's see. So right. Knocks it inside to Vanstey. Ball's on the
Arrow
floor.
favors Wayne State if it's a jump ball.
What are they going to say? Where's the call? Yes! Warrior basketball!
Warriors basketball!
Well, that's a big defensive play. Big defensive play, and now if you're Grand Valley, do you foul here though? There's going to be about a 16-second differential shot clock and game clock, but if you don't foul and Wayne State scores, you're kind of up against it.
Gabby's got to get this in. Out of bounds, Warrior ball.
Tougher spot to inbound though. We'll see if Carrie Lohr wants to call timeout to advance here.
Did you hear that moment of silence?
Referee took their time too to figure out where that was going.
Gabby's got to get that in again.
I told you, tough spot to inbound.
That's a turnover.
I would have tried to go long again if I was Wayne State because it worked the last time. And again, they're bunching up so much in the front court.
76-73. 44 seconds in this one. My goodness gracious.
Timeout.
They're going to talk about
Grand Valley.
The advantage here, though, Sean, is you are up 3. So even if Grand Valley would have hit a 3, but it would be their first of the game if they did. Even if they hit the 3, it's still tied. And you'll have a chance to maybe win the game at the buzzer. With, I hate to kind of project, but with the 2 starters out of the game with fouls, you don't want to go to overtime. You want to win the game, obviously, in regulation.
No doubt
I would
about
definitely favor Grand Valley in overtime if it got to that point. But man, oh man, you'll take giving up a 2 here, but you've had so much trouble with Ferg and Thompson out of the game, getting the ball over half court that better just to obviously just get a stop, get the ball back, get fouled, and start turning it into a free throw contest.
76-73. Wayne State hanging on, and I do mean hanging on. There's a reason Grand Valley is a national champion. There's a reason why they're unbeaten. There's a reason why they have a 34-game win streak, and they're showing it here on this cold afternoon in Midtown Detroit. Kadzurite gonna inbound this in. She's looking, things clear. Long 3-point attempt. Unbelievable. Grand Valley ties it at 76.
Well, Sean, that's why they're the #1 team in the country. That's why they haven't lost the game in 34 times out, because they just find ways to come back and get you. I mean, Wayne State had the big lead. Unfortunately, got that call that went against McKenna Ferguson to get her out of the game, and that's totally changed the way the end of this game has gone.
Sure has. It sure has. That is not sour grapes, folks. That was a bad call. And I guarantee you when the officials look at it, they will agree. It's a very unforgiving profession. And more often than not, I try to take the side of the officials knowing that. That one was a bad call.
Well, it wasn't just it was a bad call. It just totally affected the last part of this game because your point guard's out of the game. Your one of your leaders is out of the game. One of your leading scorers is out of the game. But again, hey, I think if you would have told, I said this in Allendale back on January 8th, but if you would have told Carrie Lohr, hey, tie game, 40 seconds to go against the #1 team in the country, you probably would have taken it. Not the way it got to this point, but hey, score here and then get a stop, you win the game. Wayne State is out of timeouts though, Sean.
76-76. Offense certainly has been, tough for the Warriors here in this second half.
Oh, my goodness.
Nearly a turnover there. Vanstey.
I thought that, honestly, they might review this if they're going to challenge.
I think they are. Vanstey didn't like it. More often than not, when a person is adamant like that, that tells me that they're being sincere about it. They're going to look at it. We'll take the same look. Let's see. So many little things, Brack. The little turnovers, the trouble getting out of the backcourt with the press. Okay, let's see here.
Evidence right there either way. Now the thing is, if GV loses this challenge, they lose a timeout as well, so they'll be down to 2 timeouts.
Yeah.
That could be a factor down the stretch too.
I can't. Can you tell here? I just don't think a ball would. Let's see.
It's close, but I
can't tell. I can't tell.
It's one of those call stands. Whatever's called on the field or on the court is going to stand here.
I'm not a physics major, but I just don't think a ball would bounce off the hands like that.
No.
Not when somebody's coming in. Let's see. Yeah, you're not going to be able to tell from that angle, I believe.
Yeah. Could it have gone off Carrington's hand? Yes, but you can't prove that from what we saw in the video.
It has to be conclusive. I don't see anything conclusive there. I could be wrong. They're still
everybody's got to get a look, Sean. It's like this every game. You've got a great game, 76 all, 40 seconds to go. Two of the best teams in the country going at it, and you got to waste 3 or 4 minutes trying to see if the ball went off a fingernail of somebody. Let's go. If you can't make the decision, this should be timed. If you can't make the decision within a minute, let's play ball. Let's go.
I couldn't agree with you more. It has to be definitive. And I don't know how anybody could look at that and say that was definitive.
No. And replay wasn't meant to try to get the grain on somebody's fingernail with the ball went off of it. It was meant to overturn egregious calls.
Yep. Well, they're having quite the conversation about it. I just don't think it is as difficult as these guys have made it.
No.
Let's see how they both react. Where do they go first?
Well, it looks like it's going to be Wayne State ball.
Yeah.
After that review.
Still waiting to get the official call, but just the way people are setting up that Wayne State ball. There's your official comment.
Grand Valley will be charged a 30-second timeout.
Now, for what it's worth, 39.6 seconds remaining, 29 seconds on the shot clock. Warriors had a tough time getting the ball in, though. Many times here in the last couple minutes, Brad. JC up top. Gets it into Mackenzie Miller. That ball knocked away. Grand Valley with possession.
They called a foul there?
Yep, they called a foul. My goodness gracious.
Well, the only thing this does, and again, I always try to look at things glass half full. The only thing this does is it now will let Wayne State take the last shot of the game if they want to. It wouldn't let Grand Valley hit a buzzer beater to beat you. Even no matter what happens with these free throws, Wayne State's going to get a chance to go the other way and score themselves.
Kameen, who has had a really good second half, can give the Lakers their first lead in an eternity, and she does. 77-76. Kev, I don't have it in front of me. I think their last lead was like 5-4 or something like that.
Yeah, it's been a while. Ooh, that's big.
She misses the second.
No timeouts there.
The Warriors have a chance to win this. They can hold on for a buzzer beater of their own. 77-76, Grand Valley on top. Gordon. Over to JC. JC runner.
Called a foul. He called a foul on the outside.
Foul with 3.6 seconds to go.
Wow. Well.
Did you take your blood pressure medicine today, folks? Wow.
She's got to make two. At least one. JC 60. She's 2 or 3. She's 2 out of every 3 from the line this year. 66.7%.
Young lady from Hudsonville. Transfer from BG. JC has to hit the first one. She does. And now the biggin.
If this goes in, I expect Grand Valley to call timeout to advance the ball. Yes.
She hits it.
Yep, here we go.
Grand Valley's going to call a timeout with 3.6 seconds left. They can't do it to us again, can they?
They can.
They can.
I hope they don't, but they definitely can. They'll have plenty of time here, 3.6. But poetic justice here if Wayne State were to win by 1 after losing by 1 over Allendale. Again, just one stop. Got to play defense for 3.6 seconds. We'll see what Grand Valley wants to do here. Do they take the ball hard to the basket and force the official maybe to make a call, or do they set up a jump shot off of a screen? That'll be interesting to see. Not a lot of time. There is plenty of time. I'm contradicting myself. There's a lot of time left, but there's not. So again, you have to make a quick decision what you're going to do. But you get time for 3 or 4 dribbles or a couple passes even before you have to take a shot. They do have 1 timeout remaining, Grand Valley, if they can't get the ball inbound.
Oh my goodness.
What a win this would be for Wayne State.
My goodness. Looks like Lexi Lazurite is going to inbound this. Defense, defense, defense. Warriors 78, Lakers 77. Here we go. 3.6 seconds left. They need
that was close.
Barely got it in.
And we saw this is the same situation we saw in Allendale when they couldn't get the ball in bounds. And this time the officials give them a timeout. Before they just blew the whistle with nobody calling timeout. But man, now they have to inbound the ball. They're out of timeouts. It's a tough. It's counterintuitive because you get to advance the ball so you can get close to the basket, but it's much tougher to inbound right in front of the bench on the sideline than it is going the full length of the court that way. So it's kind of a interesting decision. You obviously want to advance the ball, but still a tough spot to inbound. You saw it right there. Wayne State, good defense, forcing Grand Valley to call that last timeout.
78-77.
Long game here, Sean. Over 2 hours we've been playing. Right? Men's game, I'll tell you what, about a 3:30, 3:35 start today maybe for the men. I don't think there's a chance of overtime here unless there's a foul called, obviously, and they make 1 to 2, but this should be decided the next 3.6.
3.6 seconds remaining. Don't forget, Breck and Chuck P will have it for you, along with Tony Ortiz and the great crew from the prep. Appreciate all the work they do. Hopefully you've enjoyed this as much as we've enjoyed bringing it to you here on the Warrior Sports Network. It all comes down to this. The defending national champion, 34-game win streak, unbeaten, staring down their first loss here on the campus of Wayne State University. They get it in. 3 seconds. Travel! Warrior basketball!
Now, Wayne State's got to inbound the ball, Sean. The problem is neither team has a timeout, so if Wayne State gets the ball in and they get fouled, it's going to be tough for Grand Valley to come all the way down the court to get a shot off. So if you can't get the ball in here, just throw it down to the other end.
Just get it in clean. That's exactly it. 1 second. That's it. The Warriors knock off Grand Valley, snapping their 34-game win streak in an instant classic here in Midtown Detroit.
Wow, what a game. What a game. I'll tell you what, so proud of this team. Sticking in it without 2 of their better players down the stretch. They earned this win. Nobody beats Wayne State 26 times in a row, Sean Bovici. Unbelievable. What a game.
Wow. Let the pictures speak for themselves. You think this squad's happy? Love every second of it. Yeah, I know we got to do another game in a minute.
I don't know if I have the emotional stability to do that.
I'm glad I'm not here with you. I'm going to go rest my voice. Are you kidding me? We'll have a conversation with Tony Ortiz in just a moment, but hey, I'll tell you what, one of the most epic games on the campus of Wayne State University that we've seen in quite some time. The Warriors knock off the defending champion, Grand Valley State Lakers, by 1. Look at Tony Ortiz.
He's lurking right now.
He's matriculating his way down there. Don't forget, we got the men's game coming up in just a moment. We will throw it to the men's game very quickly. I know Tony Ortiz is going to have the conversation with the head coach. As she makes her way over to T.O., why don't we throw it down to T.O.? T.O.?
Carrie, kind of a boring game, wouldn't you say?
I don't feel that way at all. Boy, you know, that's what a number one team in the country will do. They'll get after you in the second half. We knew they would. I thought that Taylor Thompson and McKenna Ferguson played an incredible game, and to have them foul out on what seems like such Mickey Mouse fouls, you know, but I mean, I'm not discrediting anybody. It's like, but boy, if you're going to get one of those, let's really come up with maybe a jump ball or a deflection, yeah. I just felt like we were able to sustain some adversity. We totally lost our way there for a minute. They did what they are good at, trying to get you to turn the ball over, and they did that to us. So, but wow, am I ever proud of this team, and it's been a long time coming. We haven't beaten them in years and years. It's been a decade probably. So
there was a ton of emotion on display. Gabby Luchka hugged you as the game was ending. You had the center court display here. Are you surprised by that kind of emotion and beating this team and finally getting that monkey off your back?
No, to be honest with you, I really didn't know what else I was going to say in the locker room had we come up short. I feel like I've used every motivational pickup and reassurance, and sometimes it's just you got to have some tough love and tell them they got to get after it and they got to finish. And I was pretty intense in the closing timeouts, and I wasn't going to let them just lay down on this one and just say it was a good game and nice try. So I probably have to go apologize to a few of them because I laid into them pretty good in the last minute and a half, and I just knew we could do it, and don't allow them to take it from you. And we didn't allow that today. I thought KG Carrington Gordon did a great job of bothering that inbounder on both series. It wasn't a clean catch, which disrupted them a little bit. So it's the little things, right? It's the little things.
I got one for you. The last time you beat Grand Valley State, the #1 movie in the nation was American Sniper. The #1 song was Uptown Funk by Bruno Mars. That is over because you just beat Grand Valley State, the #1 team in the nation, on your home floor. Congratulations. Big win, Coach.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Head Coach Kerry Lord down here. Guys, let's send it back up to you.
Great stuff, T.O. 78-77, your final score. Kevin Breckmacher, what a fun day. We got to get out of here. Men's game next. Chuck Key in the house. Thank you to our friends from the prep. Breck, I'll see you in a few weeks. For everybody involved, your final score, your Warriors 78, Grand Valley 77. So long from Midtown Detroit.